So I've been toying around with this idea of creating a camera zipline to help get some more creative shots in areas that are too tight for a drone. I kind of had a general idea of how I wanted to build it, but it was going to require the use of some tools beyond a hacksaw and a cordless drill. That's when I decided to call Buzz from Buzz Machine Company the perfect guy for the job. Buzz Machine Company was started in 1977 out of this two-car garage in Clarkston, Michigan, where Buzz, my dad, made a living and supported his family for over 40 years. It was this very garage where I developed my passion for engineering before I went off to school to eventually earn a living on my own. Over the years, Buzz had created countless small inventions here, and after a quick trip to Harbor Freight, I found myself returning to the garage yet again with a challenge to create an invention of my own. Showed up with 100 feet of nylon rope, 2 pulleys, a couple carabiners, and 2 load straps, ready to take this from an idea to a working prototype. But first, I had to show Buzz my idea of how to build the zip line. We decided to mock it up inside the garage first and use a couple of lifts as our anchor points. Every good invention starts out on paper, and Buzz quickly whipped out a sketch before we got started on cutting material. We decided on a 24-inch piece of aluminum stock to create a cross beam between the 2 pulleys, but first we would have to trim it down to match the dimensions in our sketch. Fastening the 2 pulleys to the crossbeam would require the drilling of 2 tapped holes, which was easily accomplished on the milling machine. A third tapped hole on the bottom of the crossbeam enabled the addition of a 1/4-20 stud, along with a wing nut to serve as a connection point for the camera gimbal. After some quick assembly, we were ready to try out our prototype on the zipline mock-up. The initial trial run came out looking pretty smooth, so we decided to take our design outdoors and create a longer span. A tree and a post on opposite sides of the property gave us a span of roughly 90 feet. After a couple of successful trial runs, we decided to declare victory as the footage was looking pretty smooth. I can't wait to try out this setup in some tight spots and get some really cool looking shots. Every engineer hopes that one day they'll create an invention that makes them $1 million. I don't know what the future holds for this camera zipline invention, but that's not really the point. Getting together with your dad for an afternoon of tinkering around in the shop is what it's all about. Hearing the sounds of the machines and the smell of burnt metal brings me right back to when I was a kid and learning how to take an idea from paper to reality.